Hello everybody, Floppy Hat Photos back here again for our Idiot's Guide to Woodworking. And today's little video is going to be just a handful of short clips I'm going to voice over here. Was me taking out my back seat to install a raised food and water bowl for my Great Dane. I have them in my van and my car and that, and the way the truck was set up and the way the seat's set, I wasn't happy with the room he had back there. So I undid those four nuts that allowed me to remove the seat. They're all four loosened up already. I kind of forgot to grab the video beforehand, so not a big deal there. I went ahead and took the rest of the way out, pulled the seat out. As you can see, I put the nuts back on there, so in case whatever point I need to reinstall that seat, the nuts are still there. Those center two nuts are actually where the seat belts go, and I took them out also because without a seat, no reason to have a seat belt. So went ahead, got it cleaned out. You can see how much more room there is back there for my dog. He'd fallen off the seat a few times and it was annoying me, so I went ahead and just thought I'll give him a full flat base down there and work it off of that station. So this is the actual piece. It's a 1/2 inch piece of plywood that's 11 inches by 24 inches with two plywood legs on the side, and then one little basically it's a lath that's on the front for a little support leg to keep it from tipping over. And you'll see it here in place. I'm heading up. That left corner was also rounded off. The other cuts was made on my table saw. I rounded off with just my palm sander. The holes were cut out with a jigsaw. I made them a little bit small so the food and water dish actually kind of wedged in there nice and tight, keep it from bouncing out. And as you can see, fits surprisingly well in there. Kind of rests on that little lip. The front lath is quite a bit longer to go down that well where your feet would normally be sitting. So it kind of gives me a nice little support. Feels pretty steady at this point. I'm happy with it all. I'm content with the way it's spinning. It's up tight against the back of the wall of the truck. Unfortunately, as you see, all there is some insulation there. I didn't realize there's no cover or panel covering it up. So my plan is to maybe get a blanket or maybe get some material like carpet that would normally go on the floor of the truck and build a panel to hang back there. But until then, I'm just going to live with it. I'm going to put a couple coats of paint on it. I'm going to start off with some cheap black Walmart paint, just basically to seal the wood up is what I'm after. Then I'm going to switch over here and coat it with this gray enamel. And that's actually really nice high dollar paint bought from a store that sells it when the paint color is a little bit off of their standard color. They sell it for like $2 in the can instead of $8 it should be. So looks great. Happy with the whole thing. I'm going to walk in here now and grab my bowls to show you how they fit in the opening. I don't really know why I chose to show you this, but grab my bowls and they are a snug fit and they look nice with that kind of porcelain white color with that gray, shelf. It looks surprisingly well right there. So drop them in, then I'm testing, make sure the paint's dry enough to actually handle, and it is. You'll see here in a second when I touch it. And I'm going to take it back over and install it in the truck. The fun part is, while it felt secure, while it felt safe and like it was going to work just fine, I went ahead and dumped some food and water in it, headed back to pull around the front of the house, and the thing started to tip over on me. So it was superbly solid in that when the truck wasn't moving. Once it started moving, it became a giant problem. So what I've done here, and you'll see it in just a second, there's also, before I forget, there's storage underneath, enough for my half-gallon water jug that will fit up underneath there, and also the full ice cream bucket of food will also tuck up underneath there. You'll see that in just a second. So I went ahead and also, after the thing wanted to fall over on me, put a couple screws from the left-hand side panel here right to the side of the truck. It's an older truck, I'm not really concerned about seeing it. Plus, once I put the seats back in, take that shelf out, nobody's going to see it anyway. So there's two holes screwed in the plastic and the screws screwed to the back of the truck, and that'll be coming up here in a minute. I'll point at them. So basically, that whole thing is pretty much that's done. You'll see the screws here in just a second. That's what screw gun I put it in with. But that's all I have for right now. I want to thank you all for watching. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. If you have any questions about how this went together or anything else, just feel free to ask me below, and I will do my best to answer. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Get out there, make something.